Hey everyone, I'm back to keep you in the know about some significant shifts in the real estate market here in the Austin area. As someone who's interested in buying or selling property, staying informed is crucial, and I'm here to provide you with the latest updates. As always, let's start with the numbers for the past 7 days. First off, interest rates. That's the topic on everybody's mind, and it's one of the key influencers in the market right now. Currently, rates are at 7.49% on average nationally, which can impact your buying power and the affordability of your dream home. It's essential to keep an eye on these rates as they fluctuate, but it's also worth noting that we're at a new 40-year high. But there are several ways to get your rate considerably lower than market average. In fact, just from a personal note, I looked at three different properties with clients yesterday, and every single one of them were offering rates in the 5%. As always, you can shoot me a DM if you're curious to hear how we found out about those properties. But let me tell you, there's a lot more out there than you'd expect. So you don't have to pay that 7.49%. We can get you a lot lower if you're interested. Now, up next, we're going to look at the market movement. In other words, how have listings been performing over the past 7 days? So there were 1,073 new active listings in the past week. These are fresh opportunities hitting the market and giving the buyers choices. There were 1,927 price decreases. Those signify sellers are becoming more flexible with pricing and potentially creating opportunities for negotiation on the buyer side. That's always good. Believe it or not, there were 164 price increases. So some of the properties and the property owners are seeing increased demand, and that's leading them to increase or to make price adjustments and push their prices up. 197 properties came back on market. Those were listings that were temporarily off the market but are now back, and they're offering another chance for buyers. Typically, it means that a contract fell through, most often because of either the inspection or the financing on the buyer side. Now, 832 properties went pending. So these are properties that offers have been accepted on and are waiting closure. And finally, 848 properties closed last week. Those are successful transactions that took place. That means that 848 sellers have cashed out of their investments and 848 buyers now have new homes. Now, let's move right along to our second and final story for the day. And that's an update on the land use code that we've been talking about for months now. If you've been watching the videos or getting my emails, you know that this has been a developing story and it could make a huge difference in the Austin real estate landscape. So, just to refresh you, the Austin City Council and the mayor have been pushing very hard to increase density allowances throughout the city. In layman's terms, that means that you can build more homes on smaller lots. And of course, the basic laws of supply and demand indicate that if there are more homes, prices are going to go down, which is a good thing because we do have an affordability issue here in the Austin area. Now, the Austin Business Journal summed it up quite well. They said that the amendments to the Austin Land Development Code are aimed at increasing building density across the state and are set to be discussed by a joint public hearing or in a joint public hearing that's involving the Austin City Council and the Planning Commission later this year. These changes could have a significant impact on housing supply in Austin, and it's going to address a lot of concerns about affordability and the housing shortage that we're dealing with right now. However, these changes are not without controversy, and this is the real update. A lawsuit's been filed by community members who argue that the city did not provide the adequate public engagement or notification for the proposed changes. Despite this, though, city officials are emphasizing the importance of public input and engagement in addressing the housing emergency. So again, if you've been following along, this is the first real pushback that we've seen in this story. It's been smooth sailing up until now. And it's not totally surprising. There have always been two camps in this fight, and it's been an ongoing fight for years, but this is the closest we've come to actually making changes. There are the people that don't want to increase density, and of course, there are the people that do. Here's the thing: Austin has some of the least dense housing regulations in the country. Most cities, especially the big ones, allow for considerably denser housing than what we have in Austin. And because of that, we've seen some significant urban sprawl throughout the entire region over the past decade and out of control price growth for most of the past decade. It cost a lot to buy a home near downtown Austin. This could change that a little bit. So this could really be one of the most important real estate stories in the Central Texas area. And depending how it shapes up, it could define Austin real estate and the surrounding areas for years to come. So, of course, we're going to keep watch on this one and keep bringing you the updates as they unfold. In conclusion, understanding these statistics and the developments in the Austin and surrounding areas can definitely help you make informed decisions whether you're buying or selling. It's a very dynamic market, and having a real estate expert by your side can make all the difference. You definitely need one. You need a good lawyer, you need a good realtor, you need a good accountant. If you'd like to discuss, how these market changes might impact your real estate goals or explore the opportunities in this evolving market, like really low rates, please, as always, feel free to reach out. You can DM me, you can call me, you can text me, or you can just drop a comment below. I'm here to provide guidance and expertise tailored to your specific needs. Talk to you soon.